I'm going to Google this now.
I can be right.
You could be right.
Can you feel the love tonight? For people who want to get the hell out of here,
Well,
the hole is
kid.
becoming rabbit-filled.
Your first cousin to you is first cousins. Their kid is first cousin once removed.
all right. You win.
I hope that makes the cut, Lynn. It won't, but I hope that makes the
Since
cut.
I do the cutting.
I
because
do
you may
that.
not.
Be like,
I probably won't. Yeah.
Buckle up, literature fans. We're in for some boozy bookgasms today. Join three cousins creating a titillating headspace where steamy romance novels collide with strong cocktails. So, sit back, sip slow, and enjoy the ride.
hello, literature fans. Welcome back for another episode of Boozy Bookgasms. I'm Kim.
I'm Lynn.
I'm Jen.
Today, we have a special guest with us, yet another cousin, and also the voice of our podcast.
I'm Zach.
Hi,
Zach, we're
Hey,
so
Zach.
Yay! I love having our cousins on because it's super fun to get everybody's take on some of these,
Different perspectives.
especially our male cousins.
Mhm.
If you guys are following along, we did have Dennis on a while back, which was super fun. And now we get to have Zach. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Today, we are actually diving into Dexter meets Hallmark with a touch of you vibe. This is Brynne Weaver's Butcher and the Blackbird, which is the first in the Ruinous Love Trilogy series.
Yes.
It's super cute.
It was so cute. I want to read the others already.
I do too. They're on my list.
I start the second one.
Oh, really?
Oh, you did? Is that Leather and Lark?
Yeah, Leather and Lark is the one that does
Okay.
start directly after the epilogue, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
It goes pretty smoothly. as well.
I've heard mixed reviews, so I'll be curious to see what you think. But I'm going to read them anyway. I really enjoyed this.
They're
Yeah,
cute.
it was fun.
I would say it's not as cute as this one. This one's very like back and forth banter. And that one is very like aggressive.
It's
So,
enemies to lovers, isn't it? And that
Right,
is
yeah.
not my favorite.
He
trope.
hates her. So-
Oh, yikes.
You get a sense
Okay.
of that. But before we go down this rabbit hole, we got to drink something, guys.
We
Oh.
sure do.
Please. Yes.
In honor of this book, I have created the cocktail Cookies and Creamtini.
So gross. Okay. That's disgusting.
So if you read the book, you know why that's gross. It's a little bit of milk and cream. And if you are a true fan, you already have your whipped vodka on the shelf. This one has some Jell-O Oreo instant pudding mix, which is kind of interesting, makes it a little smoother. Some chocolate sauce, some crushed Oreo crumbs, whipped cream, and one mini Oreo just to make it super cute.
Aw.
Any other secret ingredients in there, Kim?
Not in my glass. I don't know.
Extra cream.
Every listener's different. So, whatever. It's a dessert drink for sure, but it is smooth. It is creamy.
Gross.
Zero salt flavor. Thanks.
Oh.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Disgusting.
Okay, so let's kick off our book with a couple of our characters. We do have Sloane Sutherland. She is known also as the Blackbird and the Orb Weaver. She is a vigilante killer. She's gorgeous, dark hair, super smart, researchy.
She's like an engineer.
And then we have Rowan Kane, who is a chef. He is known as the Boston Butcher. Charming, sweet, also Irish, which I love, love, love. And if you
the
listened,
audio, oh.
so good. I know. Yeah. How's that
He was
go?
delicious. Yeah, there you go. You do it better than me.
So we open up the scene with Sloane, aka the Orb Weaver, in the midst of a botched murder.
Well, he got murdered.
He got murdered, but it's botched because she's not getting away. The story kind of begins with her being trapped with the body of her latest victim, Albert Brusco. Her plans went awry, and she is stuck in the trap that she set for Albert. And in walks this gorgeous Irishman, the Boston Butcher, Rowan, who also planned to kill Albert, but arrived on the scene a little bit later than Sloane, which seems to be kind of
Days
situation with him.
Less methodical.
And he is immediately drawn to her. And he's like, ooh, she's a beautiful raven-haired girl is in a cage. and instantly names her Blackbird and releases her from the trap.
Not before some taunting
She's been in there 3 days.
with a rotting corpse.
She's ripe.
There's maggots. It's
So
disgusting.
It's a rough scene. And she's very put off by the fact that, number one, he's there and he's smug and he's kind of, hey, you want to go to dinner? I'm so in awe. He knows who she is. And he's like fangirling over her.
He was.
She finally agrees to go to dinner with him. And she is kind of bitchy almost and skittish.
Ready to leave at any moment. Yeah.
Checking the exits.
She wants to know the ins, the outs. She wants the exits. She is in the middle of the restaurant precisely. So she's very meticulous.
Yep.
He's not. He's kind of all over the place. During this dinner, they have this playful banter. It's super fun. They find out they're both serial killer hunters.
They only kill bad people.
Bad guys.
Yeah, like Dexter.
Like Dexter. They apparently were hunting the same bad guys quite often and missing each other at different points. Rowan comes up with this plan to once a year hunt a serial killer, and whoever kills them first wins the competition. And Sloane's in. She's like, this sounds fun. This will get us back together, even though I'm not sure I want to hang out with you, but she likes the competition of it.
Yep.
Fast forward 1 year later, Sloane is hunting another man and is unsure about seeing Rowan again, but her best friend Lark encourages her.
I love Lark.
I do too. Lachlan, Rowan's brother, is in charge of putting the game together for them, and he sends them their first clue, which I thought was very interesting. He's an assassin, and he's like, here's your clue. Good luck.
Yeah, he's like an official and assassin that gets paid to do this. His brother happens to just be it's his hobby.
He just likes it. Yeah. It's a thing.
And she kind of questions, how do I know your brother's not going to set you up to win?
And he's like,
Yeah.
My brother wants me to lose.
Yeah.
The brothers' relationship is really interesting.
Oh, I thought it was so sweet.
All three of them.
But yeah, they're all so cute. But it was sweet, but then it was also kind of...
Well, but that's like brothers in general. Most of the time
that's
that
fair.
you're
Siblings.
constantly like, man,
Yeah.
that guy, loser. Keep moving.
But I love him.
Love him
My
to death.
favorite line in the book was when his brother came in eating a carrot. And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, this has lots of vitamin C. He goes, take a vitamin. You look like a douche.
Yeah, the healthy one.
Okay, so Sloane ends up at this sketchy inn. So it's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. And in walks Rowan. He's chill. He's just kind of hanging out.
It's too calm.
After Sloane has already just really drilled the innkeeper, Frances. She's trying to figure out why they're there. They don't know who the killer is. They don't know who they're looking for, but she's talking to this creepy, it kind of gave psycho vibes. The innkeeper.
He had cats. It's not
It's
that
just
there's
creepy.
anything wrong with cats, but the way he
Nah.
had a cat was creepy.
The cat was kind of
Yeah.
creepy, and then he was creepy with the cat.
So she interviews him to get information. She gets nothing out of this dude. But he does kind of warn them off about the area. And he says, there's a trail down the road where people just go missing. I don't know what's happening. It's very scary. You should stay away from that. So Sloane, after a good banter with Rowan, go back to their respective rooms. And they happen to be rooming right next door to each other. Of course. Walls are thin. It's a shitty inn. And Sloane starts to mess around with one of her sex toys. And she's having a great time, right? She's getting
Sure.
into it.
Yeah.
Rowan's hearing it. He's being a gentleman and just listening quietly.
As all gentlemen do.
He was basically like, I know this is wrong, but he couldn't not
wrong. It's
listen.
so
It was
I'm not gonna
driving him
listen.
crazy. He is
Yes.
so attracted to her. He's like obsessed.
But then he hears someone else kind of moaning. Now he's mad. He's mad that
Yeah.
some pervert is listening to her.
It's creepy when they do it.
Right.
Right. Which is
Right,
essentially what it
exactly.
was.
What a pervert listening.
I can't believe someone else is
Yeah.
listening now. I'm mad.
He notices eyes in the painting moving and he loses his shit. He's like pounding through the walls.
Crazy.
Sloane hears him. She gets upset. She's accusing him. And the audible on this was hilarious. She's yelling at him for being a pervert. And he's like, no, it's not me. It's this guy. I'm trying to chase this guy. And it was just so cute. Ultimately, they're chasing down Frances, who
Mhm.
turns out to be the perv.
The innkeeper.
Rowan chases after him out into the wooded area. He grabs Sloane, slams her up against a tree by the neck, and says, he's mine. And at this point, you're like, oh, okay, maybe he's a little cray-cray. She kind of backs off. She's like, okay, that's fine. You can have him. And then Rowan proceeds to beat the living shit
Out of him.
out of Frances. until he's dead. Like, you can't recognize his face anymore.
Yeah.
He goes crazy on
He's
him.
got some rage hiding
Yeah.
underneath.
Yeah.
And Sloane's like watching from the shadows. And this is super pivotal because when Rowan's done, he pauses and calls out her name. And he waits and it's silent for a minute. And then she answers him.
He's a little worried he scared her off with his
Yeah.
rage.
Well, because it was like territorial rage. It wasn't just like regular rage. He's like, that she's mine.
Before he killed him, he told the victim, is this guy a victim? I don't know. The well-deserved victim.
Both can be true.
Yeah,
Victim
yeah.
and
he deserved it.
yeah, he did.
But he did tell him, she's mine. And that's why
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
How dare you?
How very dare you.
And Sloane, she comes out of the shadows and she just kind of touches him softly and she's like, I'm here. And then they clean up the evidence and go home. But Sloane takes the cat with her. At this point, you go, okay, she's kind of a bleeding heart.
It was a humane thing to do.
She felt bad for the cat. Yeah.
She's not this vicious killer that we think she is, even though she is.
I am going to say, if you're really good at this, you just took evidence. You having that cat, if the
Right.
police ever get onto these two, which they never will, which also
Never.
was interesting.
Yeah, they don't really touch on that.
It's like, oh no, they'll get away with everything. But
Yeah.
she did take evidence from the crime scene
Sure.
and
Totally.
plans to nurture this cat. A little bit of a
Yeah.
plot
So
hole.
weird.
And I didn't mind it.
Well, also, they stayed at the inn. Like, their stuff is all over the
Well, and they
place.
stayed
Yeah.
at the inn for days as they were
Yeah.
like cleaning it up.
They would have been the last two people to check in, I
Right.
assume.
Definitely.
Maybe the last two to check out, too.
Well, that's
So-
probably almost a guarantee.
Yeah.
I don't think they're getting their deposit back. I'm just
Definitely
saying.
No, not likely.
Not.
Sloane, she's kind of catching some feelings and is not really liking it. Lark, her bestie, is still pushing her to explore that attraction, open herself up. So Sloane hesitantly decides to fly out to Boston to see Rowan's restaurant that he owns.
Just crazy. Just awful whim.
Well, her friend talked her
Her-
into it.
Yeah, Lark was pushing her.
The last time I've seen this guy, he bashed someone's face in. I'm going to fly
For
across
me.
country
For me,
and just not tell him. I'm just going to sit in a corner and see if he panics.
They've been talking on text and like FaceTime. It took me a minute to realize that this game that they play where they are competing to get the next serial killer is annual.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, it's drawn out.
They go years without seeing
Yeah.
each other. I'm going to go ahead and call this a slow burn.
It is, but I liked it.
Years to
I
burn.
liked the burn.
It wasn't torture.
Well, it was for Rowan, but they were slowly building that relationship and he knew that she was skittish. So he was doing that in a nice way. So she does fly out to Boston. She gets into the restaurant and she sits at this table and she's ready to run at any second. But while she's there, she's drawing a picture because she's an artist, which we learn about her murders as well. She is very artistic in the way that she murders people. She's called the Orb Weaver. What she does is basically weave a web that entangles the body as well as the eyeballs.
She cuts out their eyeballs.
She plucks them out like
Yeah,
a lady.
plucks. She's very
Yeah.
specific on that.
She plucks out their eyeballs and hangs them in this web done with fishing line.
That she pre-creates in her hotel so that she
Right.
can,
It's very meticulous.
set it up.
Weeks in advance.
when the cops come in, they know it's her
Yeah.
because there's this web
But it's also a map with coordinates.
and clues.
And then where she puts the eyeballs and the body parts that she puts in the web is also where their victims
Mhm.
are.
Yeah.
So she's trying to give them clues.
But they're like, the FBI, not so smart, I guess.
They don't get it.
Because they're
Well,
not
they're also
grasping
not
it.
smart because they never caught
Never caught him.
either one of these two who do a lot of things that could have get them caught.
Yes.
Right.
She's sitting there and on this napkin, she's drawing a blackbird. When she sees him, she's like, I gotta go. This was a mistake. I'm out of here.
She freaks out.
She's running out the
Mm-hmm.
door, and you hear Rowan get pissed at the maitre d' because he's like, I told you to tell me when she's here. And the girl's like, sorry, forgot. And he's pissed.
You realize he didn't know she was coming, but he had a standing order that if
Just
she
in
ever
case.
came,
I know.
this is like where you will sit her and you will tell
For
me immediately.
years.
For years. Yeah.
years. He's
And like they couldn't sit anybody at that booth.
No one sat at that table. In a very high demand restaurant that like was always packed, that booth was
Holy
always waiting
obsession.
for her. It was like so
Yeah,
cute.
but it was the perfect seat, right? It was the perfect booth. It was just like
It was in the middle.
she would have picked between the exit and the entrance.
And he knows
It
this
was
about
perfect.
her, yeah.
So
There was a really beautiful woman that came in and was looking for him, and she didn't know their relationship. This was one of the reasons she ran, because she felt really stupid.
Mhm.
Like, oh my gosh, he could be in a relationship. I don't know. Their banter was flirtatious, but not obvious.
It doesn't cross a line.
So when she saw this woman, she was like, what am I doing? I'm going to look so foolish. And that was part of the reason she ran
Well,
out
I
of
think it
there.
was only
Yeah.
flirtatious because he didn't know where she stood. So he didn't want to cross
right.
that line. So he's constantly like, hey.
He was trying to slow walk it so he didn't scare her away.
Mm-hmm.
The brother was there. They're like celebrating the brother.
Right,
so they
right,
had like
yeah.
a big group
Lachlan.
of 10 people and she got really overwhelmed. The brother knew exactly who she was and was trying to get her to stay. And then
That's right. He tried to stop her.
you could see this playing out in a movie, how like awkward this would be
Yeah.
for her.
I would love this to be a movie. It's so
Yeah.
awful. So she goes home. She's freaked out. She's talking to him on text and stuff, but she's really like, I need to back off. I don't know what the relationship is. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then we find out that Rowan just zooms on down to Raleigh.
Stalking her as
Just
he does.
shows up.
He's cute stalking, though.
It is cute. It's okay.
He doesn't want her to run away again.
What's the level?
There's a spectrum,
There
Zach.
A
is. Yeah, there's
spectrum
a
of
line.
stalking that goes right
Yeah.
between cute
Sure.
and creepy.
There's
Yeah.
some we're okay with and there's
Yeah,
some
yeah.
we're not.
Where's the line? Where does it?
It's subjective.
It moves.
It gets fuzzy.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's really eye-opening.
How likable is our stalker? That's where we
How
have
cute
to
is he?
start.
Does he have an accent?
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Does he have an Irish brogue? I mean, then he gets a little more
That's
leeway.
what I've been missing.
So that's it. That's it. Practice.
I've been light stalking this whole time.
That's right.
Yeah. You're semi-stalker.
Perfect.
Yeah. Stalking light.
Good
So
person.
Rowan, he's going to lean on his strengths. He's a chef, right? So he hires this kid to go grab groceries and drop them off and deliver them to Sloane every day for like a week. So he basically keeps relocating himself so he can see her, but he walks her through making dinner every day until the last day, and then he has to go back to work. It's just super cute, kind of stocky at the same time, but you know, it's so sweet.
And then they don't see each other.
So he goes back, and all he's thinking is he could just see her face opening the door, looking for the groceries, and nothing being there. And he feels really bad about it.
Not bad enough. He still leaves.
Well, I mean,
Are we
he does
serious?
have a restaurant.
He should have just dropped his entire livelihood to make sure she got groceries
should've.
every morning.
Priorities, am I
You
right?
can't survive on murder alone.
I know. Well, we learned that. We do learn that, Jen. That is the lesson of this book.
The big one.
They're starting to really build this banter, and they're starting to get to know each other. So here we go. Fast forward again. We've got a year later. It's time for the competition. Their next victim, this was my favorite, was
Oh gosh. this is so
Thorsten
funny.
Harris. He is a somewhat eccentric man. Sloane's been doing her research on this dude. Unlike Rowan, who just kind of comes in hot, Sloane is at this big party. She is actually interacting. She has this guy on the hook. And there plops down Rowan.
Just
She's
getting
like,
her way.
ah, I was so close.
She's been grooming this victim for days.
For days.
He walks up and just swipes him.
But when you're as smooth as Rowan, you could just walk in the room and you just win. It's
Yeah.
You're not
And
wrong.
he's very charming.
right.
She's mad. And Rowan somehow gets them both invited back to Thorsten's for a fancy dinner.
But Thurston, the serial killer, is like, woohoo, 2 victims for 1.
Right. This should be fun. And one of them's a chef. And I love to throw dinner parties. So you'll have to tell me all about the food. So he's super excited to get his opinion. While they're at the house, they're attended to by this nonverbal, withdrawn servant, David.
They think he was given like a lobotomy.
They do.
Because he is known for lobotomizing his
Yeah.
victim. They assume that this guy's been lobotomized.
He saves them from street life and all these things and kind of reels in these victims. Sloane immediately is like, "Ooh, he's been lobotomized." Rowan, on the other hand, is just not quite as sharp as Sloane is at this dinner.
He's kind of an idiot the whole time. Like, she's the smart one.
He's here for the dinner party. Hey, pass the wine.
For a serial killer, he's insanely
Yeah.
trusting. Like
He does not get it. He does not understand what they are putting down.
So
I'll take seconds. Yeah, this is delicious.
yeah, Rowan's eating tons. He's like commenting on the flavors and he's like, "Oh, everything's so good." And Sloane is like, "No, thank you. I'm not eating anything," because she's figured out that Thorsten is actually a cannibal. And this is human.
She knows who he is and Rowan doesn't, which I
Right,
don't know
'cause-
how he doesn't like make these connections.
Because he didn't do any research. He just shows up.
He's not as organized about his serial killing as
What
she
do you
is.
think? She's like just going to go to dinner with this guy like she's going on a date? Like, what do you think
Yeah.
he's doing there, you idiot?
Right.
So she's watching the wine and she sees the
Yeah.
killer is drinking the wine. So she drinks it. And then all of a sudden there's a new bottle of wine. He doesn't drink that. So she doesn't drink it. But Rowan is like, "Hey, more wine."
Glug, glug.
Yeah.
I think Rowan was more going in thinking it wasn't going to be anything.
And Rowan has no clue that they're at a serial killer's house.
Right. Little arrogant.
Yeah, he was trying to figure it out. He knew something was up, but he didn't know.
Did he know that that was the mark?
I don't know that he did.
I think he was
because
an idiot about the whole thing.
I think so too. And she's like trying to tell him across the
Right.
table. She's like stepping on his feet. I mean, she's trying so hard. She's like pointing to David, like, "Ooh, lobotomy, lobotomy." And he's like, "What? I don't understand." So basically, Thorsten drugs Rowan, at which time Rowan decides, "I should confess my love for Sloane," and then eats some human meat and passes out.
After going, wow, this is great.
I just
This is so good. The flavors are excellent. So after a little while, he wakes up and he finds Sloane has tied Thorsten to his chair. She is setting up a murder scene, particular with her orb weaver signature. She's rolling out the tarps with the threads on them.
She's busy at work.
Rowan wakes up to her plucking the eyeballs out of this man's head.
He's in midstream, right?
I think on the second eyeball. Ooh.
So then she starts opening up to Rowan and she starts confessing her first victim, why she picked that victim,
Yep.
which was a professor who took advantage of her best friend.
Mhm.
So now that's her goal in life, is to hunt evil men, which I did find very interesting because there were no female victims in this book, and they keep talking about how they hunt the evil men. So I'm curious if down the line we have some evil women and if they go after them too.
There's no evil women. It's just men.
Are we for real?
I was going to get
What?
Zach's opinion on that.
I'm waiting.
Holy bias. What the-
Right. Sloane, then she starts kind of taking care of Rowan, who is throwing up. I mean, he is like projectile vomiting at this point.
Poor guy.
What made him throw
he got
up when
drugged.
she told him what was in the food?
She was like, "Oh, did you not like that? Was it chewy? Oh, it was human flesh. Did you enjoy that?" And he's like, "Blah,
Get it out, get it out, get it out.
all this DNA everywhere." So she's cleaning it all up. So they walk into the kitchen. And this is one of my favorite parts. They see David. He's sitting up on a table.
He's
just swinging his legs, having a good time, and he's eating ice cream out of the carton. And it's cookies and cream or Oreos or something like that. Sloane goes over and she notices that the carton has its own special label on it.
homemade.
And it's homemade ice cream with the recipe, the ingredients on it. And it's basically human semen. And he's loving it. He's licking the spoon and he's like
Best
into it.
time.
And they're both like,
Can't do it.
and they realize, oh, David's probably been eating this stuff all along.
Mm-hmm.
So here's where Sloane comes in again. Just like Winston the cat, she's like, "We can't leave David here. It's inhumane. He needs help. You should give him a job at the restaurant."
Yeah, I took the cat. You take this human.
Your turn.
Talk about even more evidence.
Yeah.
And they just take this guy for what they assume he is.
Which is crazy.
Rowan's like, are you kidding me? She's like, well,
Yeah.
your brother can do the research on him, see if he has any family. Somebody's missing him. You don't really find out anything more until way later in the book on David. But he basically goes to work at the restaurant. They haven't found any background on him. And he's just this little lobotomized dude washing dishes.
Supposedly.
Ooh.
8 months later, fast forward again. Now, at this point, our characters have not even slept together.
No, that's the slow
They've
burn.
hinted around
Which is
to it.
crazy. This is like
Yeah.
3-4 years of just
Slow
nothing
burn.
intimate.
It's a lot of verbal foreplay, and they're having a great time doing it.
I was here for it.
Me too. I didn't hate it, and normally I'm like, oh, it's too slow. Hurry up. And this one I wasn't.
It was written very well. It was a page
Yeah.
turner, good
Yeah.
pace.
Agreed.
And for not being a soft core, I guess, book, they had great communication throughout the entire
Yeah.
thing
Mhm.
that nobody in my life has.
Well, you need more serial killers.
That's obviously the
Yeah.
problem.
Domesticated killing is what makes communication
I mean,
Yeah.
every relationship is different, Zach.
right. Sorry.
true.
Don't fall into the trap of expecting to find someone that is as good as your romance books
That's-
because
They don't
that's a
exist.
tall order.
So 8 months later, Rowan invites Sloane to a gala. And Sloane is like, oh my God, we're going on a date. This is going to be good. She gets all gussied up. However, it is a date, but it's more of a let's ease Sloane into this. She would need a reason to come see me. So I'm going to give her a reason. They get to the gala and Sloane finds out it's not a real date. It's a murder date. We have another victim.
And she's disappointed.
She's upset, but she notices right away who's at the party. And it's this doctor who was murdering patients. Something happens where Rowan gets an emergency call from the restaurant and he's got to go. Date ends. Sloane's frustrated. They're still texting and stuff, but she feels like maybe he doesn't have feelings for me like I have for him.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, he's trying to slow walk her into it. She's getting feelings, but doesn't know how he feels. So there is a lot of miscommunication too in how they aren't syncing up.
Or they are and they don't know how to communicate that.
He kind of did, though, because even when he picked her up, she was like, what are you driving? And he's like, well, I'm not taking the prettiest girl in this Honda Accord. He's like, I'm not doing that.
That's true. He's hitting on her, but in the slowest way possible so that she doesn't scare her.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Because she's so
Yeah.
skittish
'Cause she's
all the
skittish.
time.
Yeah.
She really is.
But he claims her throughout the whole thing to her face.
No, it's not always to her face.
Then there were question marks. Like, he's invited me on this date, but now
It's
he's
not a
talking about
date.
murder. So does he want me here for this or that?
Because she never bites.
Yeah.
So
She is very
he
sad.
sends out so many signals and just so many lures, and she's just like, okay, anyway.
Yeah, but she's not used to relationships. And remember, how she got into the whole murder thing.
Right.
She's had bad relationships
Sure.
too. So 4 months later, it's time for our competition again. This was my favorite one. It opens up with him standing at the edge of a field. And she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, trying to get up the courage. And she's like, what are you talking about? And she looks out into the field. The visualization on this house. It's a murder shack.
A murder shack.
Yeah.
It's like they
You're thinking.
It's like it reminds me of that commercial where the dumb teenagers run in front of the chainsaw and tool shed, and they're like, "Let's hide here." You know?
Totally.
I just picture this grown buff dude just kind of hopping in place going, okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
In his tracksuit.
Yeah. And then she just casually strolls up like, what?
Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this. Let's send.
And you visualize kind of a Mike Myers scene with the dark shed with junk on the porch. I think at one time they're like, is that a possum?
Just Leatherface, very, yeah.
Yeah. So it's very creepy.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
That's their first
Eerie.
one, right? The first murder across the board that both of them were talking about, that they're like, I don't think I've ever been to a place this creepy to murder somebody.
Yeah.
They both had a bad feeling.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. Well, good
And it
instinct.
might have been the chainsaw noises in the background with the cackling laugh.
And the screaming. Yeah.
Then they start
Could have-
realizing
could have been a tip.
he's literally trying to kill someone right now.
There were clues.
Right.
So in the Audible, it has it in the background. I don't know if y'all actually heard
Yeah.
it, but the cackling
Yeah.
and the actual ambiance for it. It's insane.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
ooh.
I'm glad I didn't do that.
This is one of the best audibles I've heard.
It was good. So they're going to go in and he's like, let's stay together. And she's like, no. I think they rock, paper, scissored to who had to go in the front and who had to go in
That's
the
the
back.
thing. She is very independent to a fault in this way.
He's worried, but he's like, okay, I got to trust her. She goes in, he goes around back. And she finds a room with cameras. She's seeing the monitors and she sees Rowan is about to get hit by this Harvey guy, and Harvey Mead. She sees it and she screams, Rowan, turns around, and unfortunately, she runs right into Harvey.
Into the bad guy.
He beats the crap out of her, throws her in some sort of cellar. So she's injured, but Rowan finds her and rescues her. But while she's down there, there's another victim in there.
Whose husband was just at the other side of the chainsaw.
We heard him die while we were waiting and getting the courage to go team.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we see this side of Sloane. She takes off her shirt and gives it to this poor naked victim in there
But leaves her in there.
to help her. Well, she does leave her, but rightly so. She's safer there. But when Rowan sees her and sees that her shirt's off, he's enraged
Flipped,
now.
Loses it.
He's mad.
Well, and she's kind of hurt. Like, didn't she have like a broken
Yeah.
elbow?
Yeah.
Or
Her
something?
shoulder was out of whack. Long story short, they end up seeing Harvey's mummified corpse of a mother.
Yeah.
And Sloane's like, oh, I'm going to use this.
They do get the upper hand on him and kind of knock him out, right? Then they tie him up, and then she like gives up.
Yep.
Goes, I'll be right back. We don't know what she's doing. Runs and gets the mummified mom.
Goes and gets
Brings-
mom.
And then like lays the mummified mom on him. So when he comes out of unconsciousness, like that's the first thing he sees, and he goes apeshit, crazy. Which,
He
as you would.
dies of a heart attack, ruining the whole murder
It
plan.
was very sad for them. Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
so upset.
It cuts their fun short. But I like when she saw the mom and was like, what kind of bitch must she have been?
Right.
Because a lot of serial killers have overbearing
Something,
mothers.
Okay, well, they can't go to a hospital now. And she's hurt.
No.
So they drive to Nebraska, where Rowan's brother, Fionn, the younger trauma surgeon, lives. He currently has a house guest named Rose, who I loved Rose, by the way. She invites them in.
She was kooky.
She takes care of Sloane. Rowan then starts to get a little closer to Sloane, and now they're best friends.
They've decided that they're best friends.
Yeah.
He helps her bathe. So they finally, dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun,
they
dun.
finally have sex.
While she's
Right.
recovering.
Yeah, despite her injuries,
With the safe word being chainsaw.
which I thought was hilarious.
I was
Yeah.
here for it.
It's very fitting.
That's a good safe word.
It was very hot, spicy sex. But afterwards, she
Mhm.
sees he has this massive tattoo on his body of a raven that he got years ago. And she's just like, oh.
It's the picture she drew in the restaurant. It was like,
And he's just super casual about it. She's
Oh,
like,
so
you get a
cute.
tattoo of that? And he goes, yep, seems so. And just moves on.
And he says this, I didn't want to carry it around with me because I would ruin it.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to lose it. So now it's with me at all times.
Always.
And it was just like, oh, so sweet.
Okay.
And I think
Aw.
this is at the point where he says, I would kill for you, and I have. I would do it again every damn day. I'd turn myself inside out for you. I would die for you. I don't just like you, Sloane, and you fucking know it. And it's just like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Aw, she's starting
She's
to
like,
realize.
he does
yeah,
like me.
this is something more.
So Sloane up and moves to Boston with him because she's recovering, and he's like, you're coming home with me. Meanwhile, Rowan is trying to open this new restaurant, and he names it Butcher and the Blackbird.
Totally.
And nobody knows it's because they're
Yeah.
both mass murderers, and that's what they do.
But they call him Boston Butcher, and that just doesn't get.
Nobody picks up on that, Zach. It's
They
Nobody
leave a lot of breadcrumbs for the cops.
Especially this.
yeah, right. Big neon sign. They start confessing their love to each other, but not so much as like, I love you, I love you. It's more of like little things that they're doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan is slammed with work. Things keep going wrong. The restaurant just keeps having all these weird issues, and he's tired. Another emergency comes up at work, and Rowan's got to go. And they've done some very spicy, hot moments at the restaurant. It's very good.
They're getting it in when they can,
He's busy.
But they don't see each other that much.
but she's having some insecurities
Yeah.
because she doesn't see him a lot. But she's trying to be understanding, but there's like an inkling of doubt in her, and that's important.
And he keeps saying, we can talk about this like normal people. If you start to get scared, let's talk about it. So he says, Why don't you meet me at the restaurant? We'll have a conversation. We'll talk about it. Rowan goes back to the restaurant, and all of a sudden it's revealed Lobotomy Dave is behind all of the unexpected problems. Lo and behold, he is not lobotomized at all. He is a sleeper serial murderer. Da, da, da.
Willingly eating semen ice cream. I just want to point that out.
Yes.
He did that because he
was
likes it.
super creepy. You find out he has been kind of tracking their movements for quite some time. And he ends up clinging to other murderers to hide under the radar from them. So, I mean, that's kind of impressive that he knew how good they were, even though, I mean, I have questions.
He was worried for his life because
Right.
they were so good at what they did. He knew he would be on their list.
So he hooked up with Thorsten and came up with this scheme to be this dummy servant, whatever. But in actuality, like, he enjoyed eating human flesh, and he was kind of a creeper psycho too.
Kind of his
So,
thing.
and now he's ready to kill Rowan and Sloane, but he wants Rowan first. So he tells Rowan, you got to get rid of Sloane. Otherwise, I'm going to kill you both. I'm going to kill you first, and then I'm going to kill her.
And make you watch.
Yeah. So Sloane shows up to the restaurant. This was so heartbreaking for me.
Oh,
She shows up to the restaurant, and Rowan basically breaks her heart.
He preys on all her insecurities.
Well, at
mhm.
first he does it kind of in a push way where he's referencing why they aren't normal. He tries to give her a couple of clues as to what's going on, but she's not picking up on it. He tells her he told her something back in April on the 10th or the 13th. He dances around it, and she keeps arguing with him, and she's pleading with him because she's like, now I'm
Wait a
in.
minute. Yeah.
Let's talk about this. So he cranks it up, right? And he just crushes her. She's sobbing, and she asks him, why can't you love me? What's wrong with me? Tell me. And he responds, because you're a fucking psycho. That's why. You kill people and cut bits of them off and make an elaborate show of it, stringing up some batshit crazy map that no one can figure out but you. Then you gouge out their fucking eyes and make them into decorations. I know I'm no fucking saint, but that shit's next level insane. And that's what's wrong with you, Sloane. You're unhinged. You're going to crash and burn, and you'll take me with you if I let this keep going. You need to fucking leave.
I'm just like so sad.
It was so awful.
And you can feel her, like, just her heart breaking.
She had just started trusting, and he just crushed her.
What sucks is it had to go that far, right?
Yeah.
Because she was just constantly like, okay, make an excuse, make an excuse, make an excuse. And
Yeah.
he's just like, I need to just basically kill you.
Gotta do it, yeah.
entirely.
Yeah, because she wasn't going to let it go.
Right.
Well, and get her out of the state.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
right, right.
He had to be so mean
Go home.
that she would leave the state.
Mhm.
And then just give her a massively wrong date.
Yeah, he was like, there was all these like inconsistencies with what he was saying, but he said enough to get her the hell out of there.
Also, to remember the specific date that you said something and to be saying it in a situation like that, like, holy obsession.
So maybe he is smart.
Yeah, like hard spectrum levels of
Yeah.
obsession where you're like, yeah, I remember 2.5 years ago when I messaged this one line.
Right.
I'm going to change the date a little.
But she remembers it
But
too.
she picked up
like
on
they
it.
both.
She was like, that didn't seem right, but she had to go
Yeah.
check. He didn't have to check. He just knew.
She's pissed now, and she's
Ignoring it.
ignoring it because all she hears is emotion. Like, she's upset,
Well, of
she's
course,
mad,
like,
she's
sad.
angry, she's hurt. She goes back, she's packing shit up, and she's like, wait a minute. If I'm going to leave, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to look fucking badass. I'm going to look good. And she does. Like, she dolls up. She puts on her fake eyelashes. She's like hot, which I didn't understand.
Because he's not there.
She's going to doll up to get on a flight
Yeah, he's not there.
and go home. I'd be like, sweatpants, pull up my
Looking
hair.
hot can do a lot for your self-esteem.
Self-confidence,
And she
yeah.
needed a boost.
But do you know how much time that would have taken her to get ready?
Right.
That he's just at gunpoint?
The time well spent.
Well, she doesn't know he's at gunpoint.
She doesn't.
No.
No, but I understand. The point is like he sent her away and then he's just like, I'm screwed.
I'm screwed. Yeah, this is it.
Well, he
Yeah.
knows he's screwed too.
Yeah, he knew.
While he's getting sliced and diced by
Yeah.
David, she gets on the phone with Lark, and she's like, oh, he broke up with me. This is what he did. And she's like, that's so weird. I don't think he would do that. She's like, yeah, he just kept saying this thing about this message. And then it clicks. All of a sudden, she's like, wait a minute.
That's not right.
That doesn't seem
Yeah.
right. He should know that date. That was like 2 days before his birthday.
Right.
She starts going back. She pulls up the messages and she's like, holy shit, he's trying to tell me something. What we don't know is that she installed her own set of cameras in the restaurant.
Oh, we know.
Typical Sloan.
Not creepy.
They're both
Well,
stalkers.
Psycho level 2.
She just wanted to watch it.
They cancel each other out.
Right.
Totally.
Exactly. She pulls up the cameras and she sees David just going to town on Rowan. He's using like a mandolin and like taking off layers of his skin.
Ooh.
She's
Painful.
freaked out. She calls Lachlan and she's like, I need everything on David and I need it now.
Yeah.
She is hauling ass to the restaurant. She's running with her little scalpel. So she gets there and she starts messing with David. Like she is psychologically playing with him, kind of like she did with Harvey. She's like, I don't really love him. He's a loser, and downplaying her love for Rowan. And Rowan's just sitting there going, oh, wait a minute. I thought you liked
The single tear.
He's tied up bleeding and he's like,
I'm not supposed to take strays. It was all to you.
Well, he deserves it after what
he
did.
did. He totally deserved it.
And David's got a crush on her.
Oh, yeah.
She's playing into that. She knows what she's doing.
Right.
Well, and again, she looks hot and she's like, let's kill him together. Oh, I could get rid of that. I only needed him for this.
Mm-hmm.
She has the gun in her hand. She gives it back to David. And I think at this point, Rowan's like, oh, wait a minute.
Should I believe this?
Hold on. This is kind of weird. She gives it back to David. When he takes it, she slices him, his arm and his neck, instantly takes him out.
She's more comfortable with the knife.
She's a knife girl. Yeah. He's gushing blood everywhere. And this was my favorite part of the book. Rowan's like, oh, I love you. And she's like, no, you deserve this. And you should sit there. And they're arguing. It's just the cutest banter between them.
I won this one.
I'm counting this as a win.
That's fair.
That's 3 for me. Best of 5.
Deserved, totally.
And I'm still very angry with you.
I get it, love.
I want to stab you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Please, not my dick, though, or my balls, or my pretty face.
He reveals his true feelings and he says to her, you've never been unlovable. You were just waiting for someone to love you for who you are, not what they want you to be. And I mean, aren't we all
Yes,
just waiting for that
sure.
person?
Well, because that's when she claims she's like, I may be a psycho, but you're my psycho.
You're my psycho, yeah.
Yeah.
She needed a little therapy before she could untie him.
Right.
She
She
needed
did.
to hear what she needed to hear.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm bleeding out. Would you mind? And she's like,
No.
Well, and another thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, that can wait. That can wait. She's like, and I'm the winner.
I won. He goes, yep,
Yeah.
yep. No, that's fair. Yeah. You won
You
this
sure
one.
did. Untie me, please.
Yeah. We're almost to the end, readers. Fast forward again. Lark is now moving to Boston. We get a little bit of Lachlan's grumpiness, and you learn a little bit about Lachlan.
Yep.
But Sloan designs this tattoo to cover up Rowan's skin issues that he
Scars.
now has
Scars, yeah.
from his squabble with David with these colorful tattoos.
There's significance in the color.
Well, in general, because she doesn't do art.
Mhm.
Because he was like,
Right.
I want to see more and more of your art. And she goes, I haven't done that since I'd first started killing. And she just hasn't found the love for it.
Because the professor that was hitting on everybody and hurting people was her
Right.
art teacher.
So
Right.
Yeah.
So she's traumatized.
for her
So
to do
she-
something in color for him was like a massive
Yeah.
significance.
It was
Amazing.
huge. It was
Yeah.
He was really moved. It was really sweet.
And he went in blindfolded to get this tattoo also.
Mhm.
So that's a lot of trust, especially to sit there as someone scratches in your skin,
That just got grafted.
which probably really hurt,
I mean, he already got the bird.
He was a tattoo guy.
which makes him hotter. So anyway, the two of them finally hunt down the doctor from the gala.
The couple that kills together.
And Rowan takes a moment. This is the weirdest, funniest, cutest. I don't know. Anyway, he takes a moment to stuff this napkin in the eye socket of their victim after Sloan has plucked them out. And he teases her about her symmetry on the plucking in order for her to go up there and pull it out. She sees it and she's like, it's basically a proposal
Mhm.
with a ring and everything. And she's like,
Did you just propose on a napkin with a ring you stuffed in a guy's eye hole?
And he's like, yep.
he's like trying to backpedal. He's like, well, I mean, it sounds better in my head.
But
It was
you
this.
don't like it?
I felt like it would be
Thought
good.
that
And
was
she
spot on.
stops him and she says, it's fucking perfect.
Mm.
Bam! They're engaged.
Yes, it is.
Yay!
Hooray!
Of course it is, yeah.
And we kind of end with Rowan saying, we're not normal people. We're monsters. But if we're monsters, will thrive in the dark together.
Aw.
So cute. And then we went and fucked it up by adding an epilogue.
Oh.
I don't think an epilogue's a bad thing.
I know you guys don't.
That's how you know it's an HEA.
But the epilogue also like pushed into
It's the intro to the next.
Yeah, we're setting up book 2.
Leather and Lark.
But the epilogue ends with the two of them being engaged, and they're being watched by kind of a mysterious stranger,
Yeah.
Mhm.
an unnamed sibling of one of Rowan's unnamed victims. Now, we all know who this is, right? Back when they were doing the Francis killing,
Mhm.
Francis claimed he wasn't the one doing all of the murders multiple times. So my guess, and I'm guessing because I haven't read it,
I assumed it was David's brother.
I don't think so.
Same.
I think it's Francis's brother.
Oh.
And I don't know because I haven't read the next book. This is my speculation.
How far are you into book 2, Zach?
I'm like towards the end. I think I have like a chapter or two left.
So is
who
Kim right
it?
about the murder?
I'm going to leave that to...
No, we like
No,
spoilers.
no.
Go ahead.
He's like, too bad.
There's a lot to it. It's not just very like cut and dry, like, oh, that's who it is, because it's not really
Oh.
about Butcher and Blackbird. It's very much about the banter and kind of the arguments that Leather and Lark have. There's hints at like other things that happen with them, but it's not really about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I actually liked
All right.
Leather and Lark better.
Did you?
Oh.
Interesting.
I liked the relationship. Like if I had to like compare it to a relationship that I would want other than the domestic violence,
Good call. Yeah.
I would probably want the Butcher and Blackbird only because they're very lovey banter and it's very sarcastic and witty
Mhm.
throughout the entire thing. Whereas Leather and Lark, it's more of like a love-hate kind of thing. Lark is
Yeah.
just like, oh, he's this butchery and very grumpy dude.
Yeah.
He's very like grit and he can
Yeah.
go away from me. And she's just like, oh, you're so funny. Ha ha ha. And then
You have like Sunshine and Grumpy. I love those.
Golden Retriever, Black Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that relationship a lot. I'm not gritty enough for that, but
You might be the golden retriever in this situation.
I don't know if that's toxic or not, but we're going
I would agree with Kim.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
No, it's not bad.
You don't want to be the grumpy
Yeah.
to someone's sunshine.
And I would like to point out that when we first approached Zach on this, I said, what book do you want to read? And we both went to a bookstore together and he actually picked this book.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about ratings because I do love a good banter minus the epilogue. I'm going to give it a 4. I enjoyed it and I listened to it and I read it because I like to trade off. But God, Rowan, mwah, so great. 4 across the board. I love the writing. I love the scenery. I loved everything about it. Lynn?
I will also give the book a 4. It was a bit of a slow burn, which I don't usually like, but the banter was so good and like the relationship was so good and how they set it up was so good that like I honestly didn't care. It was their foreplay that sucks you in. The sex got there in the end and I thought it was really well done. And
Jen?
I actually gave this a 4.5. I love the pace of the book. I thought the writing was great. This book is very popular and I've been avoiding it for a couple of years because I knew there was cannibalism in it. And we had read another book.
You're so weird about that.
Yeah, I mean, it just gives me the ick a little, you know.
Yeah.
But when Zach picked it, I was like, all right, I'll read it. And I was so pleasantly surprised. It was such a great read. I couldn't put it down. And the Audible was amazing. So 4.5 for me. I really enjoyed it.
nice.
All right, Z-Man?
I would probably give it a 4.5. I really enjoyed the banter. I personally don't like heavy smutting books. I understand that is kind of the premise of a lot of these books.
And our show.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But there's a time and a place.
For all the literature out there, right?
Yeah.
As far as the book goes, I loved how it built more on their relationship and how their dynamic was. Even when they were large gaps of time that they were apart, it showed that they were still caring for each other. They showed they were constantly communicating and still being very open with each other when they were still closed off. And I just really love how that was written.
Okay, spice. For me, the spice was when it happened, it was good spice. I enjoyed it. There wasn't a lot of it, but again, it's quality over quantity for me today. So I gave
Today.
it.
Yeah, we always changes every week to week for
You're
all
fickle.
of us.
You caught that, right,
Totally,
Lynn?
yeah, totally.
I'm going to give it a 4. Just there were parts when he would talk to her. I was like, "Brrr." I'm a 4. I could see myself in some of those scenes. I'm just saying.
You're making Zach uncomfortable.
No, yeah, I know. I gave it a 3 for spice because I was going for quantity. The quality was good, but there just wasn't a lot of it. And as much as I liked the way the book was well-rounded, the annual nature of it and the fact that it took so long and then they didn't see each other that often, I didn't love. I was hoping these were like monthly,
murder sprees.
gatherings. Yeah. Yes. There's got to be more male serial killers out there,
A lot of killers.
So
Take them out.
I'm going for a 3, but the sex when it was there was quite hot.
I'm with Lynn. It was a 3 just because of the quantity, but the quality was great. It was well written. It was good stuff. 3 for me as well.
See?
I would give it a 4. I actually liked his lines throughout all of it. Like
Yeah,
you're trembling Blackbird was wild. I was like, that's crazy. Well, and especially with the audio, his voice went every time he went into anything remotely sexual, it just like slightly lowered. And it was just like, okay, like, all right, settle down.
Don't be jealous.
Settle down.
I like at the end when she said, "Are you going to use her safe word?" And he goes, "Fuck no."
And he's just like casually sitting there and he's just like, hey, grab onto something. And she's like, what?
Yeah, he knew his way around the bedroom,
Yeah.
which was very sexy.
A lot of control.
Okay, so that is Butcher and the Blackbird by Brynne Weaver. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Make sure you follow us on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and now YouTube. Tell your friends. You can also head to boozybookgasms.com to check out our reading list, cocktail recipes, or contact us directly to tell us what you're reading or what you think we should be reading by emailing jen@boozybookgasms.com.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Happy reading.
Thanks for tuning
Bye.
in. We hope today's episode was the climax of your day, leaving you breathless and wanting more. Until next time, remember to indulge in the pleasures of life and to keep the passion alive. You can find more tantalizing episodes at boozybookgasms.com. Enjoy the ride, and we'll see you soon.